Hi, welcome. This is the energy for today, July 22nd. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today, July 22nd? July 22nd, please. What is the energy for today, July 22nd? So far, I see it's like living in the moment, living in the time now, not waiting, not waiting for anything to happen. It's like you create it. Really, if you're waiting, you get a sense of losing time, but there's really no time when it comes to energy, because energy is fluid, and it's like you never run out of time doing something, whatever you're trying to accomplish and manipulate as far as energetically. It's like you have infinite possibilities to accomplish anything that you truly desire. Okay. And really creating balance within yourself. So whatever, maybe you think you're losing some kind of time, in actuality, you're not losing any time, because you have infinite possibilities to get yourself straight if you're looking to balance your life out a little bit more. Okay. But let's see what these mean for you individually. Like with this card right here, you could just see the sand coming out, but maybe there's some urgency that you need to worry about. Okay. What does card 40 mean for the viewer? Card 40, please, for the viewer. What does this represent? Okay. Having some kind of truth. Maybe you've been waiting for some kind of truth, or maybe when to approach someone to speak this truth. I feel like it could go either way. You could be waiting for some kind of communication to come in for you that brings you truth. But I feel like it's time. Time is like an essence. Like maybe you're being pulled to have inner truth for yourself and really speak that truth. Whatever. Let's see. What is the Queen of Swords? The Queen of Swords could be a person in your life that does represent a female. If it's not a person in your life, it just could be that maybe this energy, you need to embody this kind of energy where you have truth. But the Queen of Swords can be, if it is a person and it is a negative situation, they could be pretty not quite nice with their words, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Oops, sorry. Out of all the queens, I would say that's the most difficult, the one that you would have to deal with if it's not a positive situation. Okay. What does the Queen of Swords represent for card 40, please? The Queen of Swords, what does that represent? Okay. So Temperance. So maybe you're healing from not being able to tell the truth, or maybe speak. So perhaps maybe your throat chakra is blocked when it comes to this kind of voicing things that you hold back on. The Temperance definitely speaks about healing and waiting and having some kind of patience in order to get to this point where you can have that truth within yourself. Okay. And what are they healing from, and who can't they express these emotions to, or what is it? Okay, so the Death card, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Wands. So there's something there as far as, closing a chapter in your life where you really hold back on yourself, really letting something go that isn't working for you any longer. With the Death card, it's really, if you want to start over and have a new beginning as far as having a balanced life, you've got to release something that causes you some kind of heartache or some kind of negativity, something that isn't growing for you any longer. Okay. And really open up with communication. I do feel like you're blocking communication. You've put some kind of wall up, some kind of resistance. But this card is saying, the Nine of Wands, it's saying, yeah, you've been banged up. You've been through turmoil and just down, but you're coming back up, and you're learning to leave things in the past. Okay. Leave them behind you. And I do feel like there's some sort of plan for your future where you're really looking to expand your future and really evolve into something else. I do feel like there's intuition with this. I feel like there's ideas going on in your head as far as which direction to take your life. Whether maybe it be standing up to a boss, maybe a mother figure, something like this that has caused you some kind of pain and suffering. I feel like it is time, and you've healed, and now it's time to move forward and really seek out a new partnership with the Two of Wands. Perhaps maybe a new partnership. It denotes that a new partnership could be coming in towards for you. Okay. And it could be in a form of business or romance, family, maybe leaving a difficult family situation. The Eight of Wands is right here. So maybe you're traveling away from something negative. Maybe someone is traveling towards you to open up communication. Eight of Wands for me is really communication and fast communication. And then there's that Ten of Cups. So it's like you're trying to move to something that is happy. What is this card 7? With the 7, it's like, where you have spirituality in your life and you learn to take your life in a different direction, which gives you that infinite possibilities, as far as moving in the right direction and being more spiritual, in a sense, more balanced. But it's like you're just about there. Okay, Four of Wands. So this is definitely where I feel like you're trying to get to where you're happy and having a commitment or a union with someone, where it brings you happiness, or whether this be what you're planning for, or maybe perhaps a person that you know. Okay, so it's taken time. I feel like this is what the plan is to really come together in a union. And if you're not in a good union, the Four of Wands will ask you, hey, are you in the right place? Are you in the right kind of state of mind and in the right, have you placed yourself with the right people? Okay, it's pretty much what I'm trying to say. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So this has taken some time, guys. This offer to come in for you, you've been manifesting. I feel like you've been manifesting, whether it's a new career or a new partnership. I do feel like this is something that it really brings you passion and love. Okay, I've been trying to find this card forever and it was hiding. Okay, there it is. Ace of Swords. So see, this makes sense. It's almost like the light switch has gone on and you know which direction to take your life. But there's some kind of passion that is driving, whether it's you or a person around you, surrounding you. I do feel that... I feel that this has taken some time, and really maybe this person, or whether it be you or this person, it's taken some time to really be clear-headed, to have some kind of clear-headedness about them and clarity. They could definitely leave some kind of Queen of Swords that is a tough person, whether that's your boss that's very controlling, or your mother that's very controlling, or maybe a wife or a loved one that is just been very controlling of you. I feel they held you back from growth, and now it's time to move on. And I feel that you're moving on towards a union, a good balanced relationship. With Four of Wands, it's definitely that stability that you're searching for, that gives you the passion and drive. And I feel this is someone coming in to you. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's going to be that long-term offer for you that you've been seeking, and brings you that kind of love and passion that you're looking for. Because the Two of Wands, it's definitely when you're bringing two wands together to make one, a good partnership, okay? What is this balance? What is the balance? Card 17, please. What does this mean? And definitely balance is like all the masculine, feminine energies are clear and balanced. I didn't have my coffee this morning. It's one of those days where you wake up and You go and make the coffee and you realize there's no coffee. Either that or you make the coffee and there's no creamer. It's like, oh my God. So my mouth is sort of dry, and that's usually I have my coffee while I'm doing this for you guys, but sort of dry. Okay, so what is card 17, please? Card 17, what does this represent for the viewer? Okay, thank you. So there's a new beginning here that brings you balance. You see, this is coming into the material plane for you. This is where you're having a fresh start, where you wipe the slate clean, very much like this, where you're letting go of something in order so you can start fresh and have love in your life. I feel like this brings a sense of airiness to you, and whatever you're trying to manifest, it's coming forward for you, which really makes you have some kind of balance. And look at this, the Two of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Lovers, and the Moon. So this is where, you know, you've been at a crossroads. But with this card, I love it because it's one of the most peaceful Two of Swords. And I love it because this is saying you're intuitively open and you're having guidance, you're listening. Even though the blindfold is on, you're listening and you know where your new beginning is. And I feel that you've made a decision, and it brings that balance, that sense of where you're not going back and forth all the time. So I do feel there's a new beginning with this, and I do feel there's been a decision to move towards something balanced. And this definitely could be your counterpart, your soulmate. This is choosing happiness. This is choosing happiness over all turmoil. All materialistic values are gone out the door. I feel that this is what has been realized for you with the Moon. This is a cycle that you've been on where, you know, things have been hard for you, but I feel that now something's opened up where you're definitely listening to your intuition, and you have this kind of passion that's leading you and guiding you. I feel that you're not going to take no for an answer anymore. And I feel that you have really woken up to the infinite possibilities that you're having. And really, it's taken some kind of time, but I do feel like you need to move on it as well, because I feel like somebody's been waiting for some time. They've been waiting for a minute, okay? So if this is you that's trying to make a decision to really open a communication with the ex or a strange lover, make that move. It brings you balance and peace, definitely. I do feel a sense of peace and harmony. Okay, so let's see. How can we conclude this energy for today for the viewer, please? What is the conclusion? Okay, so yes, the Judgment. This is rising up from the ashes, rebirth, letting go of things that no longer serve you. Just really having passion and driving yourself, being guided by spirituality, which is where that 7, I really feel like there's a pull to something more spiritual for you, where you're able to open up and listen to your inner guides and your higher consciousness, and really starting over with the Ace of Wands. This is really starting over for yourself, having that self-love, that self-worth that we talked about yesterday. It's like a stepping stone. You're one day closer, okay? I definitely feel like this is a new opportunity that comes in for you, is in the form of passion and love. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is that Page of Pentacles. So really do expect some sort of communication. And 5 of Swords, it's dittoing that Judgment, where you're surrendering to chaos and walking away. Okay, but walking towards something better, okay, which I feel it's that 4 of Wands, and having truth and clarity, and you want to come back together with this lover. Okay, so there you go. Have a great day.